Implodynamics is a clean surplus power generation technology that applies to power plants and most other industrial facilities that burn fossil fuels. To summarize our value proposition would be to say that we're offering more power for less fuel with far less pollution. Now, most of today's coal-fired power plants are only about 25% efficient, and that means that they're losing about 75% of the fuel's ideal heat potential at some place in the process. Implodynamics self-powers itself from these waste heat resources, which are common to all combustion processes. It also delivers a hyper-purified flue gas or exhaust stream, which is significantly superior to that of current pollution control technologies in this market sector. My company is Thermobaric Energy Systems, and my name is Troy Oliver. I'm the inventor of this disruptive technology, which is known as Implodynamics. Market problem and solution. Power plants and other industrial combustion processes have 1, excessive waste heat inefficiencies, and 2, even with scrubbers and other pollution control equipment, they still allow too much pollutants in many cases to reach the environment. Implodynamics brings a solution to this market pain in its ability to deliver more power per given amount of fuel, and to do that while delivering a significant pollution reduction benefit in the process. So what is Implodynamics anyway? Well, as we all know, when gas gets hot, it expands. Likewise, when a hot gas cools, it shrinks or condenses. Basically, power plants have a lot of hot gas. And our system captures and cools these gases quickly, and it delivers an implosion-driven vacuum force. Now, that's where we get the muscle in our bubble jet propulsion system. The internal mechanisms of the Implodynamics technology are a high-performance variation of the tried and true bubble column process that the DOE has been studying since the 70s. But unlike the bubble column, our system is scalable because of the supercavitation jet system, which allows us to handle far greater volumes of gas in a smaller apparatus. Supercavitation is not rocket science, but it actually is more like a torpedo science, really. And I say that because the Defense Department has spent a lot of time and energy focusing on supercavitation research because it has the potential to make torpedoes move far, far faster underwater than they could otherwise. We're an inverse application of this principle, and essentially the same mechanism. We're reducing the friction between the liquid-solid interface, which in our case is the inside of pipes and vessels. That allows our process to thrust fluids very quickly and to generate a significant amount of energy as we do so. So what is the target market for Implodynamics? Well, public and private power plants, for one, and other industrial processes that rely upon combustion, coal, renewable, or otherwise. According to DOE and EPA resources, there are well over 4,000 potential customers for our technology in the U.S. market alone. According to the latest, well, how big are these markets? Let me put it that way. According to the, I'm sorry, let me back up. Okay, sorry. According to the latest forecast by the well-respected McIlvany Company, in its report titled World Flue Gas Desulfurization Markets, there's going to be $200 billion spent by the year 2020 in outfitting coal-fired boiler systems with these flue gas desulfurization systems. Now that's, McIlvany predicts 2,000 units at an average cost of in excess of $100 million per unit. Now we are an alternative to flue gas desulfurization technology, and we estimate that we will have a comparable system installation cost and a lower operating cost. However, unlike flue gas desulfurization competitors, we will be able to offer our customers increased energy output per unit of fuel consumed. And that will allow us to provide project payback periods in as little as 5 to 10 years, and that's something that our competitors will never be able to do. So what are the growth patterns to this market? Well, utility power producers are large markets, as we all know, and they are notoriously slow to change. But however, history has shown us that they will change if there is money to be made or if regulatory pressures force them to. Both of these market dynamics are at place in the current marketplace. Now, I would like to make a side note here that our market estimates do not account for any influence from greenhouse gas legislation. If indeed such legislation passes, it would obviously favor our technology greatly, since we're a good applicational link for existing power plants to combine with modern carbon capture systems. So let's take a look at what we have to offer. You know, why would a customer want to buy our technology anyway? Well, let's look at a 500 megawatt coal-fired power plant. First and foremost, $59 million in additional energy sales per year. That's enough to supply 73,000 residential customers and a 90% reduction in regulated pollutant discharges over the competition. And we have several other benefits as well. Our business model is based upon licensing the technology, and we're going to do that by launching an aggressive campaign over the next 2 to 3 year period to validate and demonstrate our technology to potential licensees, industrial customers, and other government stakeholders. Management and organization. We have a We are in process of establishing our joint research alliance with Murray State University. We'll be working out the details with them here over the next week or two, and they're going to work with us as our third-party validation resource. We're planning to recruit a team of key employees consisting of professional and skilled labor. And with this team in place, we're going to begin an assertive campaign to validate our technology to the market and refine our process systems and mechanics to an even more impressive degree of performance.
Just ask them to come to your booth for more info.
Okay. Got over 20 years of experience in developing solutions that work. I've got over $500,000 in personal resources tied into this thing, so I'm in it up to here. I've got a lot of skin in the game, as you venture capitalists would say. I'm going to take this thing over the finish line, and if you'd like to join me in this expedition, I'd love for you to come by my booth, number 402, and speak with me. And I thank you very much.